so it was obviously not the turnout that we wanted today on home soil, but heck of a game. I think it was just fun to play against those guys, and hopefully we can continue to play them.
You're starting to see that more and more people are coming out and seeing how passionate you guys are towards this rivalry in the game.
Yeah, we definitely are thankful for the support that we had today. We're just trying to get the word out there. The more we can grow the game and the more that we can get more fans to watch us, I think that's the most important thing. So, obviously, yeah, like I said, the outcome was a little tough today, but hopefully they continue to come back and support us.
How was Hockey Town?
What's that?
Hockey Day in America, you're in Hockey Town. How was it?
Yeah, it was incredible. This is a great host spot for us to be able to play Canada or anybody. So we couldn't be more thankful to the Red Wings and the NHL to help us out.
You know Alex Rigsby well. What have you seen from her since the Olympics?
Determination, honestly. I think just her work every day. Obviously, I play with her up in Calgary, and then I grew up with her. So just the commitment that she's put towards getting better every single day has been really apparent, and I'm glad that she's doing as well as she is.
What do you take out of these 3 games going into Finland and coming off?
Yeah, we got some work to do. I think, little things here and there. Obviously, we have, different coaches, different styles. So it's just adjusting to that a little bit more, but also just, holding each other accountable, holding yourself accountable every single day between now and Finland.
No, it'd be nice to get your full roster back too. I know there's a few that couldn't be here. So
yeah, definitely some college kids that can be here, and we don't know what the roster's going to look like in a few weeks, but I think those college kids are working hard and they're doing well at their college seasons.
With the crowd that we saw for the 3 games, do you hope this becomes an annual event to create another opportunity for these 2 teams to play?
Yeah, definitely. I think anytime we can play these guys, and we don't only get to play them usually at Four Nations or World Championships. So the more we can get games in like this, it's important for women's hockey and growing the game and being able to be on home soil, but also up in Canada. I think it's huge for fans to see us as much as possible.
Thank you very much. I know we talked before, you guys played the first game, but now that the series is done and you guys have played 3 games in a week, is this something you hope continues in the future?
Absolutely. I think the rivalry series was great for us. It's going to help us prepare for World Championships, but it's also great for the fans and gives other people opportunities to step in and kind of stack the chips, see where we represent our country.
I know I asked you before, what kind of turnout you were expecting, and after seeing 3 different venues in 3 different cities, kind of in the same area, but the turnout was good, and people want to see more of this, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you said it. The turnout was great, and I think if it continues to pop on the calendar, we're going to get even more people out next year. So, successful rivalry series in terms of increasing the visibility of the sport for sure.
I know you're a little disappointed with the outcome today, but can you kind of look back at the whole thing and think about how this will help you guys moving forward?
Absolutely, there's a lot of takeaways. Anytime you get on the ice with a great team, you're going to have some errors, some breakdowns, and we had them tonight, but at the same time we had some successes as well. So it's really taking the errors back to the drawing board, working on them, making sure we're ready in the next 6 weeks.
Thanks much.
Thank you.
You look down in the stands, tons of girls wearing their youth league jerseys. What's that feeling like on Hockey Day in America? Kick off hockey?
It's awesome. You just feel the energy. I remember when I was younger and not necessarily knowing women's hockey existed, and then all of a sudden we've got a gold medal, and that's awesome. And then seeing the team play live in Chicago. So now that we're in Detroit, to have other youth clubs come out and support us and really see what women's hockey is about at this level is a unique opportunity, and I hope we can continue to do it.
What's it?
Oh, forgive me if that question was just asked, but it's Hockey Day in America. A lot of little girls out there. It's just sort of been gaining momentum since you and I talked about you guys holding out during the World Championships. It's just like upward rising, right?
Yeah, I think we're doing a good job if the fans are continuing to come out and support us. And it's really, for us, our separate hat outside of just being sheer competitors is increasing the visibility and the growth of the game, and I think we're doing a really good job of that. And the stadiums and the arenas are good representation of what we're doing off the ice.
What's it mean to you and the girls to get to play under here with all those names in the rafters?
It's fantastic. We go out to practice yesterday and see all the Stanley Cup banners, and this is obviously the new Joe Louis, so to speak, and it's really cool to be in a building with so much history in terms of the Red Wings Hockey Club and what they've done for the sport, and continue to use their resources and get more girls into the game.
Does that energize you guys to go out and to try to win this championship when you go to Finland?
Absolutely. I think it's going to make us even more hungry, and I'm excited for the team that we put down in 6 weeks.
Would you like this series to continue to be an annual thing?
Yeah, I'd love to see the series be an annual thing. I'd love to increase the games if we can. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for people to watch us play at an elite level. And, right now our leagues are fragmented. And so this is a good tune-up, so to speak, to see where we're at conditioning-wise and figure out what we need to do more. And hopefully down the line the leagues will combine and we can get all the high-end caliber playing in the same league.
Let's look to honor the team from 20 years ago that won the gold medal this day. That time.
I'll start. What have you seen from Brixby in the last few months?
She's been unbelievable. From a player that didn't get announced in a minute in the Olympics to a player that's been backstopping this team, it's been unbelievable. And she's always been capable of that, but it's finally amazing to see her get the opportunity.
What's been your total takeaway from the series?
It was an amazing 3 days. To see the support, to see the buildings full, and the growth of the game has been unbelievable. But from a hockey standpoint, I think it shows we have a lot of work to do, prepare for the next 6 weeks for the World Championships, and go back home and get better.
What does it mean to play in this building with guys like Dylan Larkin and who played for Team USA before, and now they're playing in this arena, the names on the rafters, just the whole atmosphere overall for this weekend?
It was an unbelievable crowd tonight. They were loud. The USA chants were going. The flags were waving. And you know what? We want to play in NHL buildings. To see it full tonight was awesome. And you know, anywhere we play in the United States, we call home. So it was an amazing home game. Wish we could have pulled out the win for the crowd and for USA Hockey. But you know, we'll look at this game and learn from it.
What kind of issues did you see from today? There's couldn't get shots on net. You guys had the most shots on net. You know, you led with that throughout the entire game and just couldn't find the back of the net. What struggles did you find out?
Yeah, I think we had a little bit of a slow start with a few penalty kills, and took us a little bit to get the momentum going. But you know, no excuse. We got to find a way, and it's something we're gonna have to do going forward.
I asked you last time you and I talked, you went to the clinic, right? And then you had that amazing moment at the NHL skills competition. Just talk about these past few weeks.
It's been a whirlwind. It's been so exciting just to see the impact it's had on the game. You know, I thought when we won the Olympics, coming back to the United States, seeing the impact that had on women and girls and young people playing hockey was unbelievable. But the moment 3 weeks ago impacted the world. It changed the perception of our game, and I think it put a few more people in the stands tonight. And you know, I've said it to the Canadian players, I've said it to our players. You know, credit is due to every single player because we put product on the ice that led to that moment for people to believe that you know we deserve to be out there with the men. And I was the one physically out there, but credit goes to every single person that has worked their butt off to make that happen.
And you saw that tweet, a guy showed a video of his daughter like on the ice. She never thought about doing this before, and then she watched you in the skills. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of those stories, and there's a few that have put me into tears and have given me the chills, and that's why we continue to do what we do, and it's important for young girls and young boys to have role models. And I think one of the few comments that I've gotten that made me smile, or when a few parents have said, "My son wants to skate as fast as you."
Well, then what's the next thing you could do to sort of break the barrier and make the sport continue to rise?
I think it's all of us. We're in this together, and the next big push for us collectively is to have one league. We want one league, and we know it's on us as players to push for that and to stand up and fight for it. And we know the NHL is going to be right there along the way. So I think that's the next big step for the growth of our game.
You look out on the stands every TV timeout.